like to get this quick makeup look that I did on my mom. Keep watching. So I start off by blow drying her hair, and I do it with this very convenient blow dryer slash brush. And I like this a lot because I have very lazy arms sometimes, and my arms get very tired when I use a blow dryer and a brush at the same time. So this tool is very convenient for me. So after I finish blow drying her hair, I start by pinning her hair back because I do not want to get any product in her hair. I start by putting on concealer under her eyes, as well as in her smile lines and a little bit on her forehead. So I start by using a beauty blender all over her face, and I kind of got a little eyelash in her eye. You just blend, and everything looks a little light too because she just finished dyeing her hair, and a little bit of hair dye trickled down to her forehead, so that kind of works into my advantage. I then start adding a little bit more concealer on her eyelids, and I just use that as a base to whatever I will be putting on her eyes. Remember that this is a quick makeup look, so on her eyelids I will be using some blush, and I'll be putting the lightest blush all over her eyelid. And then I start by getting some of the darker one afterwards, and I start putting that on her lower eyelid. Goddamn, I'm thirsty. I then put a little bit of contour powder on her eyelids too to give it more of a definition. I'm using very little products on her face. So after I put on the contour, I then get her this is her go-to foundation as of right now. Then I just blend. So after I'm done blending, I then get some of the contour stick and just outline her face of where I want to darken it. She looks a lot lighter in video than she did in person. So the lighting kind of washed her out a bit, I feel. So I like to blend upwards. A beauty tip that my mom always taught me was just to go upward. When you're putting on makeup, when you're washing your face, anything you do, go up instead of pushing your face down or pulling your face down. Go up. So I then start putting a little bit of contour powder under her eyes, but I should have done this step afterwards. I don't know why I put concealer after putting a little bit of color under her eyes, but I should have done that before. So, but mistakes, people do mistakes. But it still didn't look bad. I then put a little bit of blush. I don't know how to talk. Now to put some more color on her, I do bronze afterwards. My makeup moves are all over the place, but sometimes I put bronzer after putting blush, and I feel like that's a weird move, but it works for me. So I blend a little bit more, and blending is your friend. Keep blending until you can't blend enough, because sometimes you feel like you blended and yeah, didn't. I then start adding some more brightener under her cheekbones, and the camera totally stopped working for me, so I apologize. The whole eyebrow scene disappeared. My mom doesn't really have a lot of lower eyelashes, but I'm working with it. And smaller, how do you say, smaller tipped wands are very good for small eyelashes, and they make them longer, fuller, in my opinion. So I fill in her eyebrows a little bit more where I feel like it needs to be. But she has very small eyebrows, and I don't want to thicken them up. I like to clean it a little bit underneath, just so it doesn't look too messy. So I baked a little bit under her eyes, on her chin, on her smile lines, and on her forehead, because that's where she produces more sweat, so I want to mattify that part. And I kind of overlined a little bit too much on her right side, which watching the video it's her left side, but I overlined a little too much, and like I said, people make mistakes, and I do notice it because I try to rub it off. So I just dust off the excess baking powder that I use on her, and you just gotta blend, 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 brush off, and you'll be good. So we're pretty much done. I just zhuzh out her hair, and when you're done, you just gotta look over some little details, and you gotta blend, blend, blend. Put a little bit of highlight on her nose and on her brow bone, and a little bit on her upper lip and on her cheeks. But the blush had a little bit of highlight in it, so I didn't want to add too much. So I just try to blend one more time, blend, 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 and we're done. Bye. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day. Like, share, and subscribe, and if you'd like to check me out on Instagram, go right ahead.